On January 29, 1940, the U.S. Post Office Department issued the first stamps in the famous American series. In 1938, the Post Office Department announced plans for a series of stamps recognizing 10 famous Americans and invited the public to submit recommendations. The response was so great that it was decided to increase the number from 10 to 35. This required an unexpected level of organization by the Post Office Department for this series. 7 categories were decided upon: authors, poets, educators, scientists, composers, artists, and inventors. Each category of 5 has the same set of denominations: 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, and 10 cents, and each rate had a valid use. The 1 cent stamp paid for a letter that was dropped off at a post office to someone who had a box at the same office. The 2 cent was for local delivery. The 3 cent paid the normal non-local mail rate, and the 5 cent and 10 cent were used in combination for heavier letters and special rates. The denominations also shared a consistent color scheme. 1 cent is bright blue-green, 2 cent is rose carmine, 3 cent is bright red violet, 5 cent is ultramarine, and 10 cent is dark brown. Each category has its subjects arranged with the oldest birth date going on the 1 cent stamp, up to the most recent birth date on the 10 cent stamp. Plus, each category has its own dedicated symbol in the engraving: a scroll, quill pen, and inkwell for authors, a winged horse or Pegasus for poets, the lamp of knowledge for educators, laurel leaves and the pipes of the Roman god Pan for composers, and inventors had a cogwheel with uplifted wings and a lightning flash to symbolize power, flight, and electricity. The artists and the scientists have multiple symbols. Artists have a paint palette and brush for painters, while the sculptors have a stone-cutting hammer and chisel. Scientists had the classical symbol of their particular profession. The first 2 stamps honoring Washington Irving and James Fenimore Cooper were issued on January 29, 1940. Subsequent stamps in the series were issued every few weeks until the final stamp, honoring Alexander Graham Bell, was issued on October 28.